tailor-made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser. I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard, let's you heard, we eating, talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad, pull it like parades on parades, extra with a slab, pay what it cost for the tab, extra with the bag, young Crizzle King, better add extra on the. I go extra to be great, I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. It's a room to maneuver, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They find some open field here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now McCaffrey, off right tackle. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Christian McCaffrey halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Buccaneers are on the board first here this afternoon. The point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Fields this way up at the 17. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now Patterson to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Burrow looking to pass. Looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Hey, no, easy.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now left side on the swing pass. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now it's Burrow. Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on a young season.
I have to admit I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And this will be taken at the 13. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Gerald Everett is tied in, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
Bring up 48.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll begin with much more advantageous starting field position than they did on their last drive as they come up here 1st and 10. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. First down going back to Patterson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now it's Burrow. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Hauled in downfield and all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running the counter, Patterson. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Cordero Patterson. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
The Bucs at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Cousins to throw for it on fourth. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 21 yards there. On fourth down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. Room here to run. 99 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Well, Christian McCaffrey is as tough to bring down as they come at the running back position, and he proved it right there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Buccaneers have moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 sets, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Down to about the 45. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. That pass is caught by Hardy. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
Gun.
Out of the gun, a run with Patterson. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Cordero Patterson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all, but right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Cousins. Packer pressure, and down he goes. They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
3rd and long for Cousins. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
Here we go.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, Patterson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 99 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. They'll give it to Patterson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fields this way up at the 17.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Patterson. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. First down. Here's Burrow. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Straight ahead, Patterson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Burrow will throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Well, play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bucs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll be stopped at the 46, gain of 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Burrow. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. There on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd down, here's Patterson. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this ball is going to be touchdown just shy of midfield. On 1st and 10, Cousins. He'll get this one complete there to Pittman. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Cousins now. And that's complete to McCaffrey. Touchdown! Christian McCaffrey. An 11-yard touchdown. As they have taken the lead. Point after try forthcoming. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good route, and they get off the field.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they will finally get him, but not until he